Rouvy has released its route creator functionality to all users, and that means anyone with a reasonably new GoPro can record their favourite routes and turn them into augmented reality videos that they can ride at home whenever they want. We've been trying it out on some of our local roads, so keep watching to find out what we think. So I'm out in my car today, I'm heading over to the Mendips and we're going to try and record a classic loop that we can put onto Rouvy. So it's augmented reality video, and how that works is that Rouvy takes the video that is filmed and feeds it through a suite of AI tools which generate a 3D map based on the things in the video, and it uses that to place other riders and other objects in the scene. Now the big news is that Rouvy is releasing that functionality to users, so people will be able to go out, record a route, their favourite route around their local area, and then they'll be able to ride it in the game. And to test that functionality, I'm driving out to the Mendips now. I'm going to do a classic Mendips route, up Cheddar Gorge, down Burrington Combe, and we're going to feed it into the system and see what we get. So I've got a GoPro Hero 11 Black that Rouvy has sent me and a suction mount. I'm going to stick that on my car, ride the route. We're going to feed it all into the route creator and we'll see if it's like real life. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. It's actually not that easy to create the perfect video file, so as I'm driving around here there's a load of things I've got to remember. In the first instance I can't go too fast because when I'm riding it at bike speed I want it to still be like video and not like slow motion. Another thing you don't want to do is stop, because obviously that messes up the video too. Let's try that bit one more time. I'm going to finish this route at the bottom of Burrington. I think what I'll do is I'll probably just turn around and do a video up Burrington as well. Why not? It'll work or it won't work, and you know, we've got cheddar, so at least there's that. So I'm going to take this file now and I'm going to feed it into the route creator to create my augmented reality route. Rouvy has a standalone app for creating routes. Now the first thing you do is submit the raw footage so that Rouvy's tools can decipher it, and that's just a case of marking the start and the endpoints and chopping out any bits you had to redo and uploading it to the cloud. Now after a while you'll be able to load and edit your route in the route creator. This is where it gets interesting. You can see the footage you shot and your rider chugging along, but how does it know where to put him? Well, behind the video is this layer. This is all the stuff that Rouvy has extracted from the footage to make a 3D world. That's concentrating on two things mainly: where the road surface is and anything that might block the view down the road. So trees, hedges, cliffs, buildings, that sort of thing. For the most part, it does an extremely good job of this. Sometimes stuff like this happens where there are 3D artifacts in the road, but normally this is just because the app misplaces the rider track a bit and you can edit the path to get rid of them. Once you're happy with the raw ride, you can start adding stuff. Now, because there's a 3D model behind the video, most of the stuff you drop into the scene will be in the right orientation and it will follow the rider track round corners. You can adjust the position and rotation of objects though if you want to get them exactly where you want them. There are some other tools too. You can adjust the gradient profile of the ride, and I use this a lot to smooth out sections of the climbs because the raw data can feel choppy with the resistance constantly changing. You can also set keyframes for lighting. The route creator is pretty good at guessing where the shadow would be, but if you're moving in and out of shadow, you can make the lighting on your rider more realistic. And when you've gone through all of that, you can submit the route to Rouvy and it will show up in the created routes section of your homepage, ready to ride. Now, I've finished this route now, so let's hop on the turbo and see what it's like. Okay, and here we go, we're off. Up Burrington Combe, across the top, down Cheddar, and then up Draycott to finish. Draycott's a punishing climb. I've set the realism to 100% so that it's as hard as it can possibly be, and also I've added 8 virtual riders so I've got somebody to race against. As we go around this course, should take about an hour. And what to say about the video quality? Well, I mean, Rouvy has done a really good job of making this video that I've recorded on my car look like I'm riding it. It's really good. You get a few kind of artifacts in the corner of the video, which I think are down to the way that the AI suite of tools processes the video, but they're not really very noticeable, and for the most part, it looks great. Sometimes if you're slogging up a hill like I am, and a car comes past, it's not going very quickly, and also you get a few artifacts around that as well, because obviously it sees that as something that things can hide behind. But it's not a deal breaker for the most part. It's very immersive, and it looks like you're really doing it in real life. And it feels like you're really doing it in real life as well. It's a bit of a slog, Burrington Combe. Not one of my favourites around here.
Just come up to the cattle grid at the top of Burrington Combe. It's taken me about 12.5 minutes, which is pretty much what it would take me in real life. Okay, I was a little bit worried about this bit because there's a van coming the other way on this right turn, and yep, he's taken out a few riders. But he missed me, and now we're heading off down the hill to Charterhouse. Okay, we're heading down Cheddar Gorge now. Never gets old cycling down Cheddar Gorge, even virtually. And this is probably the first time that the bike on screen has been going faster than my car had through this little cut in the rock. I was taking it pretty easy, but I'm bombing down here now, it's fine. We've got to go through the village, then along the main road for a bit, and then we're up Draycott to finish. And what a finish. Oh, it's not as bad as doing it in real life. It gets up to about 25% and there's not many turbo trainers that can do that kind of gradient. But it's hard enough, and it just means I'm going more slowly. And we're done. Go have a sit down, nice cup of tea, and we'll talk about how it was compared to how it is in real life.
So what to say about Rouvy Route Creator? Does it work? Well, it definitely works. We went out and did a Mendips route, and in the end it was pretty easy. And if you've got a GoPro and a suction mount, really, that's all you're going to need. The actual process of recording and uploading and augmenting a route takes quite a bit of time. So it's not going to be something that everyone's going to be doing, but there will be people out there who'll probably think, that looks like great fun. And it is really nice to be able to ride the local routes that you like in Rouvy when the weather's not so great outside, which around here is quite a lot. What's not so clear right now is exactly what's going to happen with all this new content on Rouvy. There are a lot of routes already, and Rouvy has a pretty strict curation process so that everything that you see on the platform is well put together. They probably don't have the resource to do that for thousands of new user-generated routes, so exactly how many of these new routes are going to make it onto the system for other people to use, I don't really know. We've already seen big rides like the Ride Across Britain team up with Rouvy to produce routes to get a bit of buzz going around their events. And I think we'll probably see some more of that now that it's easier for those people to go out and make the videos for themselves. Whether you'll be able to go out and ride my Mendips route anytime soon, well, probably not. But it's a nice thing for me to have done and a nice thing for me to ride in my shed. So there are a few questions about how Rouvy's going to use all this new content and who's going to be able to access it. But there aren't any questions about whether it works. It does work, and it's been fun finding that out. So thanks for watching this video. If you've got any comments about the system, ask them below and I'll try to answer them for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See more stuff from Road.cc in your feed. Thanks.